is News 3 Now at 6.
The same department that responds to the worst disasters in the country came to Dane County today. They're here for the next 4 weeks working to help us recover from the worst medical disaster in our lifetimes.
FEMA's support is welcome months after the county first made its pitch to bring in that support. Gabriella Becerra live at the Alliant Energy Center now, where she found the obvious changes and some more subtle ones. Gabby?
Well, Eric and Charlotte, FEMA's first day here in Dane County is complete, and Public Health says their help is already making a big impact.
Speed may be the only difference you notice.
I don't think anybody has waited more than an hour today.
But the federal government's help feels much broader to Public Health's COVID vaccine deputy, Tess Sellens.
We have this surge in staff that just increases our capacity for giving vaccines, which is what we've been wanting to do for a really long time.
FEMA sent 26 people to work at the Alliant Energy Center, filling in tasks that help the vaccination site run efficiently.
We have everyone from, our traffic staff, vaccinating staff, drawing up vaccine, to data entry. So really helping out in all aspects here. Every single role that we have here is super critical to make sure that, we're running efficiently and smoothly.
Ellen says FEMA's help allows for 3 more lanes to open and thousands more people to get shots each week.
Usually at Alliant Energy Center, our maximum capacity with 8 lanes is about 5,600 doses a week. With the addition of FEMA, we can get up to 7,700 doses a week. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but when it adds up, it becomes a huge number over time.
More doses means more appointments, and they're already open. The only restriction, you have to live or work in Dane County.
So we send out appointments week to week, and so we've been collecting names of people that have been either newly eligible or previously eligible to get them in as fast as possible here.
FEMA's help is only guaranteed for 30 days, but Ellen says it's possible they'll stick around if needed.
The National Guard is helping out FEMA to make sure that we can have the staffing for a little bit more sustained of a time than we initially thought. So we're really excited about that.
To sign up for an appointment here at the Alliant Energy Center, you're going to have to fill out some information on DHS's website, and then they'll send you an invitation to actually make that appointment. We'll have those links on our website, channel3000.com.
Gabby, thank you. Getting a look over the city's west side at this hour. Another summer-like day, or at least a little warmer out there. I don't know if summer, that might be a bit of a stretch, but rain is on the way, as well as a bit of a cool down. Let's get your certified most accurate forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, Eric, showers are definitely in the forecast. Now, we've seen one batch move east of Madison. Most of us have missed out on that. There'll be another batch that's down across Iowa and western Illinois. It's lifting northeastward. That will affect us later on tonight. But right now in between, most of the thunderstorm activity in Wisconsin is north of Milwaukee, up toward Fond du Lac, and heading up toward Sheboygan, Manitowoc. So it's pretty much out of our area. It looks like a couple of showers, though, trying to develop between Janesville and Edgerton, and those will be affecting mainly the areas east of Madison. Low temperatures this morning started out very mild, generally in the middle 50s. High temperatures today, middle 70s to near 80 degrees. Janesville at 79 for the high, Madison 76 unofficially. La Crosse hit 78, and current temperatures are still in the upper 60s to the lower 70s. By tomorrow morning, we'll only drop to around 60 degrees with better chances for showers and a few thunderstorms overnight. Tomorrow we'll see a cooler day with a high of 64 and some scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, but at least we'll see some welcome rain off and on into the weekend. I'll have more details and weather in just a few minutes.
Starting today, if you are outside in public in Dane County, you are no longer required to wear a mask. Public Health Order number 15 went into effect this morning. It gets rid of mask requirements and group gathering limits outside. Indoor gathering limits with masks remain the same. Bars, restaurants, and gyms will also keep their current capacities. Nearly 2 million people in Wisconsin have now received at least one dose of the vaccine. More than 49,000 of those doses were administered over the past 24 hours. There were also nearly 730 new cases and 5 newly reported deaths. When it comes to fully vaccinated people in the state, more than 1.2 million people have completed the series. That's more than 21% of residents. And here in Dane County, it's still moving a little faster. Over 145,000 residents are fully vaccinated.
Well, there will be one less test for UW System students come fall. If they get vaccinated for COVID-19, they won't have to be tested weekly for COVID. Brady Mallory joins us with the details on why System President Tommy Thompson says it'll be good for students in several ways. Brady?
Well, Thompson hopes the idea of back to normal will give students incentive to get vaccinated. The goal to get as many faculty, staff, and students vaccinated as possible comes as Thompson has already pledged to hold at least 75% of classes in person in the fall. He says this could also boost everyone's mental health after a long, stressful, and depressing year.
They have emotions and they're nervous and they got depression, and we need to take care of them. And I really think getting back to normal is the best thing, so you can go out and enjoy your college life.
Thompson hopes that will encourage everyone within the system to get their shots now or during the summer. Fall semester is set to begin on September 8th.
Brady, thank you. And according to a university spokesperson, more than 15,000 students and employees have received at least one dose so far. That number splits nearly evenly, 49.7% students, 50.3% employees. For anyone who has not received the shot, UW officials encourage them to sign up for any appointments they can find.
We are also encouraging employees and students to look for vaccine wherever they can find it. So look for a local health provider, a pharmacy, sign up with the Wisconsin Department of Health Services vaccine registry.
Well, those who are vaccinated off campus are urged to update their UHS portal. McGlone says the university expects to reach that magic number of 10,000 fully vaccinated people exempt from regular testing within the next day.
Continuing coverage now, Madison police say they have arrested a woman in connection with the deadly shooting on Park Street over the weekend. Today, they announced the arrest of 19-year-old Carmen Sharp. She was taken to the Dane County Jail and tentatively charged with party to a crime, first-degree intentional homicide, and bail jumping. The victim, 23-year-old Isaiah Davis, died from his injuries after he was shot Saturday night. Officials say the shooting was targeted. And in Milwaukee, police say they have arrested a 26-year-old man in connection with the quadruple shooting on the city's north side overnight that left 2 people dead and 2 people injured. Authorities say a 20-year-old woman and a 30-year-old man, both from Milwaukee, died at the scene. A 26-year-old Illinois man and a 27-year-old Milwaukee woman were also wounded and taken to a hospital. There was no word yet on their conditions. Authorities say the shooting was the result of an argument but did not elaborate on the arrest. A trial date has been set for the 2 women charged with attacking a state senator. 27-year-old Samantha Hamer and 33-year-old Corida O'Reilly are charged with substantial battery, party to a crime after allegedly attacking Senator Tim Carpenter back in June. Carpenter said he was trying to take a picture of a group of protesters when he was attacked. The trial is set to begin in October and could run for 2 to 3 days.
A review by the Nonpartisan Legislative Fiscal Bureau says the majority of Wisconsin Republicans' plans for spending $3.2 billion in federal stimulus money either may not be allowed under law or might have to be repaid. Republicans are moving to pass bills that would spend the federal money as they want, not as Governor Evers intends. A package of 11 bills introduced by Republicans this week were scheduled for a public hearing and vote in the Budget Writing Joint Finance Committee yet today. Well, the search is underway for a replacement for UW Athletic Director Barry Alvarez, who announced his retirement yesterday. A 9-person search committee has been named, and it includes some familiar names like Paul Christ, Orlando Tucker, former Alvarez player Jeff Mack, and prominent donor Ted Kellner. It's led by Athletic Board Chair Pete Miller, and they hope to recommend a replacement to Chancellor Rebecca Blank to be on the job this summer.
In the end, I plan to hire the most talented candidate, and I fully expect that that individual is going to lift this university and its athletic program to even better heights than we've seen over the last several decades.
Yeah, no pressure there. Alvarez's retirement takes effect June 30th. The job posting today lists an April 28th deadline for applications.
And we have some great news for baseball fans today. Tailgating is making a comeback in Milwaukee. The Brewers announced that starting next Monday, April 12th, tailgating will be allowed at American Family Field. Only people with tickets to the game are allowed in the parking lots, and tailgating must end a half an hour before the game starts. When we come back, more highway construction set to begin in parts of Dane and Iowa counties, which means lane closures for a couple of months. Plus, we'll get to know the new Dane County Sheriff as he settles into his new role. Stay with us.
Get spring sports savings with cleats from Rogan's. Right now, you'll save with 20% off on baseball, track, soccer, and football shoes. Cut into these savings at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
The Monona Terrace Convention Center is your remodeling store. Shop, compare, and save big. Admission is free this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Rogan's is your one-stop walking shoe destination. Count on expert advice, the best fit, and a huge selection of the best name brands. Selection, service, and savings. That's Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Watch First Warn Weather for Severe Weather Awareness Week, starting April 11th.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. We have a First Warn traffic note tonight. Starting next week, Monday, safety improvements will begin on US 18151 between Mount Horeb and Ridgeway. Single-lane closures are anticipated in both directions while crews install high-tension cable barriers in the highway median. The project is scheduled to be completed in late June. Dane County's new sheriff knows the area quite well. He graduated from UW, taught college courses, and worked in law enforcement here.
But he also admits there are plenty of things to improve about policing. Naomi Coles spoke with Calvin Barrett today about his top goals for his role as Dane County's top cop.
Barrett is the current director for Madison College's criminal justice program, and he has served previously with the Dane County Sheriff's Office and the Sun Prairie Police Department. He tells me he's been working with Mahoney full-time this week on the transition. He'll take over full-time in May.
My top 3 priorities when coming in to this position, number 1 is to use innovative evidence-based methods for crime reduction and reducing recidivism. Next, I want to rebuild fractured relationships and establish or re-strengthen or continue to strengthen already established relationships. And then finally, I want to reduce and maintain a low jail population.
He wants to continue the sheriff's current practices for that, but also find new ways to keep that jail population low post-pandemic. Barrett says he has not yet made a decision about running for a full term next April. Currently, he's set to finish Mahoney's term, which ends next May. I'll be airing our full conversation with the incoming sheriff this Sunday on For the Record, where he gets into the details of the priorities that he mentioned. For News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
Sheriff Mahoney served at the Dane County Sheriff's Office for more than 40 years and as sheriff for the last 14.
And in about 15 minutes from now, starting at 6:30, people in Beloit can get to know the candidates for their open police chief position. The virtual event is being hosted by the Police and Fire Commission as a way for the public to meet the 2 finalists. They're both internal candidates, Interim Police Chief and Inspector Thomas Stigler and Captain Andre Sales. Registration to attend is required. Email the address on your screen, public comment at beloitwi.gov.
Well, still to come tonight at 6, highlights from the first rubber match of the season between the Brewers and the Cubs at Wrigley Field. But first, after yesterday's election, how a local village is transitioning to an entirely new group of leadership. And we'll check back in with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. He'll have an update on our rain chances tonight when we come back.
Tonight on CBS, as the season winds down, the competition heats up on Tough as Nails, followed by SEAL Team and SWAT. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Match your tax refund at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off. Plus, get 4 years free financing and get tax included on purchases over $499. Two-piece sofa and love seat or sectional, just $899, tax included. Match your tax refund at A1 Furniture.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider. They do? Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
For those ready to make this the year their dream yard becomes a reality, it's time to roll up your sleeves and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet, where we have everything you need to build a backyard oasis. Like assorted estate fertilizer or weed and feed, just $19.99. Select Weber Spirit grills are $30 off. Stock up on workwear with Carhartt pocket tees, 2 for $25. Plus, make it homemade with this Homecraft bread maker, $59.99.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture. Top brands on sale. And get tax included on any purchase over $499. Plus, get 4 years free financing with Queen Pillow Top just $349. Match your tax refund on a new mattress at A1 Furniture.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. The village of Brooklyn is undergoing a major shakeup in leadership after 4 write-in candidates beat incumbents during this week's election. Adam Duxter explains how they got the village's support in just 2 months' time.
Because of their occupations, complete with a construction worker, a nurse, and a state employee, the 4 running as write-in candidates here in Brooklyn have jokingly referred to themselves as the village people. But yesterday, the people here in this village gave them their overwhelming support. Mark Bruner, Michael Brusberg, Brandon Art, and Jacob Bakken were all frustrated with the current board, namely after a decision to eliminate the local police department and replace it with the Dane County deputy. While the group knew it would be a challenge to run as write-ins, they gave it a shot. And last night, they each took home 80% of the vote, running against incumbents.
How do we progressively make positive change that benefits the residents, but also have them greatly engaged throughout that process too? So, I mean, this is going to be hard. This is going to be the hard part. I'd like to say being organized, being aligned, putting the effort in to get elected, that was probably the easy part.
Dane County's clerk says the odds of this happening were incredibly slim. And now work will begin for the 4 who were elected, and they say as they move forward, they've got the residents in mind every step of the way. In the village of Brooklyn, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Brusberg says his biggest goals are to create a family environment in the village, complete with more events and things to do.
We have some shower and storm chances tonight. Here's Gary with your full forecast.
Well, we're waiting for some rain in parts of our viewing area. Other areas are actually getting some rain right now. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We're going to see some thunderstorms tonight. That'll be the best chances for some heavy downpours, but showers will be with us off and on pretty much for the next few days, all the way through the weekend and into at least Sunday morning of the weekend. And temperatures will turn cooler. We were in the 70s again today. Tomorrow will probably make the mid-60s and then be in the 50s after that for the rest of this week and through all of next week, really, as it appears now. 48-hour precipitation shows that some heavier thunderstorms that developed east of Madison this afternoon moved west of Milwaukee, brought perhaps up to a half to an inch of rain in a few spots through Waukesha County. Those showers and thunderstorms are heading up toward the Fox Valley and Fond du Lac and into east central Wisconsin. And there have been some other spotty showers around southern Wisconsin, but they haven't amounted to very much. You can see those earlier thunderstorms lifting to the north, and even the lightning starting to go away from them. To our southeast, though, a little narrow line of showers, perhaps even a few thunderstorms starting to develop in that area, and these are moving almost straight north. So areas east of Madison more likely to see rain over the next couple of hours. Areas west of Madison right now staying dry, but to our south and west, a larger area of showers and thunderstorms from Iowa into Missouri and western Illinois will be lifting to the north and northeast, and those will be here later on tonight, and that's probably our best chances for rain. In fact, there's even a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. Some of the storms in eastern Wisconsin earlier produced some pea-sized hail. You can see the high wind threat mainly along and south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line, and also a hail threat there. Also a little threat for some larger hail across parts of northwestern Wisconsin and eastern Minnesota, north of a warm front where the air is a little bit cooler, and even a threat for an isolated tornado over parts of southern Iowa. But it's the rain that we could use, and the computer model forecasts are still painting about a quarter to three-quarter inch range of rain generally across southern Wisconsin through Saturday morning, but there'll be some isolated amounts of 1 or 2 inches, just like we saw west of Milwaukee with any heavier thunderstorm that develops. Current temperatures are in the 70s from Wisconsin southward. On the other side of a couple of fronts, temperatures drop back into the 50s and even a few 40s. But on weather track, the main part of the storm system, at least in the upper levels of the atmosphere, is right over the central part of the country. The jet stream kind of wrapping around it. Notice the winds from the northwest here and then becoming southerly into Wisconsin. But still, we're not seeing a big wind flow off of the Gulf of Mexico. So while there are some showers and some heavier thunderstorms, it's not widespread heavy rain. And we could use any rain that we can get because of the recent wildfire danger. But you can see that next batch of showers and thunderstorms to the south and west, that'll be in here later on tonight, and that's probably our best chances for rain. Tomorrow, look for a cooler day, cloudy skies, high 64, and some scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. On future track, notice the showers and thunderstorms reaching us later on tonight, maybe another little batch tomorrow morning, some showers during the day tomorrow, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, a few more showers tomorrow night, and a few more showers on Friday. Not an all-day rain, but off and on showers and temperatures cooling back down to the 50s by Friday. Rainfall amounts a quarter to three-quarters of an inch, but locally over an inch and a heavier thunderstorm. 7 to 10 day forecast, cooler weather. Showers will come to an end Sunday morning, redevelop on Monday afternoon, and then we'll see some slight chances of showers into Tuesday and Wednesday, but cool weather for the middle part of next week.
And coming up in sports, it's a spring shuffle on the Wisconsin offensive line this time of year. Right, Joe Rudolph has been impressed with his group in the trenches. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today. Jung Garden Centers can help you start the growing season. It's time for bare root planting, and you can find them now at Jung's. Asparagus, onions, potatoes, and seeds. Open 7 days a week. Shop Jung Garden Center for all your gardening needs.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get a large Fiesta chicken pizza. Papa Murphy's.
Get the new mattress of your dreams for less during the spring semi-annual sale at Ashley Home Store. Doorbusters are up to 65% off. Get a Tempur-Pedic Queen for as low as $30 a month. And free delivery within 5 days on in-stock beds. Ashley Home Store.
I'm with Paul Delahunt, president of Renewal by Anderson. So, Paul, how do you know your Fibrex window is going to hold up over time?
Well, Dean, is the full-service replacement division of Anderson, longevity is in our DNA. But last year, we conducted a long-term durability study. After 2 decades, our windows were as easy to open and close as the day they were installed.
If you're looking for a replacement window solution that's going to last, look no further than Renewal by Anderson.
Call now to schedule your free in-home consultation and take advantage of this limited time offer. Renewal by Anderson, the better way to a better window.
Menards has the largest selection of trusted brands for your home. Dutch Boy Forever is a paint and primer in one with Arm & Hammer technology that helps block common household odors. A gallon of flat paint is $24.88 after 11% rebate. Lithonia Lighting has recessed, utility, troffer, and flat panel lights to choose from. The integrated LED lights will save you energy. All Lithonia Lighting is 11% off. Get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Ashley Home Store's spring semi-annual sale is on now. Our hottest looks of the season are on sale now, including doorbusters like these. Plus, no interest for 3 years. And a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout. Now at Ashley Home Store.
Jung Garden Centers can help you start the growing season. It's time for bare root planting, and you can find them now at Jung's. Asparagus, onions, potatoes, and seeds. Open 7 days a week. Shop Jung Garden Center for all your gardening needs.
On the next News 3 Now this morning, we're live at Dane County Humane Society for how folks can celebrate National Pet Day this weekend. And we'll share why some parents are keeping their kids in virtual school. We'll see you starting at 4:30.
Replacing a living legend is never easy, but that process has already begun at Wisconsin. Chancellor Blank posted the job today and started a nationwide search for UW's next athletic director. As we mentioned earlier, a 9-person search committee, including Paul Christ and Alondo Tucker, will narrow down the candidates, and the goal is to have a new AD within the next couple of months. And as for advice for the next athletic director, well, Barry Alvarez has you covered.
I know whoever comes in has to put their own fingerprints on the job. I wouldn't tell them how to do the job. I'd be there to support and give advice anytime they wanted it. But, you know, as a wise man once said, if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Springtime for the Badgers' offensive line can be a little different. Joe Rudolph likes having his guys practice at different positions during spring practice to not only keep them on their toes, but to get them ready for anything that might happen during the season. And through 4 practices, Coach Rudolph has been impressed with what he's seen from his O-line.
In one word, competitive. Like this is about as competitive a group for jobs as we've had.
What I've seen to happen in spring ball is anything can happen, and Coach Rudolph likes to use spring as a time to kind of try different guys around in different spots. So just any experience you can get in any different position is really valuable.
Rubber match at Wrigley. Winner wins the series, and Lorenzo Cain was locked in at the plate. No score in the 8th, and Cain changes that with one big swing. His solo shot to left puts Milwaukee up 1-0. Now the Cubbies would tie it up and force extras, and in the 10th, that man would do it again. This time, Cain says a 3-run bomb to center. Brew Crew take the series with a 4-2 win. And on the ice, Ty Emberson made it official. He's foregoing his senior season at Wisconsin and will turn pro. The Badger captain signed a 3-year deal with the Arizona Coyotes and will begin his professional career in the AHL with the Tucson Roadrunners. In his final season at UW, the Eau Claire native tallied 4 goals and 9 assists. Emberson makes 4 Badgers from this year's squad turning pro, joining teammates Cole Caulfield, Ty Pelton-Bice, and Linus Weissbach. So, Eric, they're going to look a lot different next year on the ice.
Yeah, it's going to be another rebuild for Tony Granato. Let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
Some rain east of Madison will move through this evening. We'll see more showers later tonight.
All right, and thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.